This is my new, it's a 2012 Zuma 50F, 50cc fuel injected 4-stroke. It's about 2 weeks old, and I gotta say, I've been very impressed with it. Been having a lot of fun on it. Thing loves dirt roads. I live up in northeast Vermont, in a small town called St. Johnsbury, and there's a lot of dirt roads up here, and this thing loves them. Handles great. I'm getting great fuel mileage. The initial mileage on it was not overly impressive. At 66 miles I filled it up. It took a gallon, and I need fuel again. I am right now at 180 miles, and I'm gonna need to fuel it up again. Let's start it up. You can see my fuel gauge there, just kind of creeping above the E. So the first fill up was at 66, now I'm at 180 and need to do a second fill up. It's pretty quiet. Like I said, great gas mileage, handles wonderfully. A couple of the things when I've been looking at some of the older Zumas that I wish this one had. This one only has that big kickstand that lifts the tire up. It doesn't have that secondary one that comes down. It also does not have the kickstart as a backup. But I've heard that it's the same engine that's in the C3, and I'm wondering if you can just get that plate with the kick on the C3 and install it, if that would work. Don't know. Heard you could, but not 100% sure of. It's got pretty decent front disc brake, rear drum. Thing stops on a dime. I love it. One of the things I have done to it, I'll start it up again in a second, and hopefully you can see it. I'll stand in front so the shadow goes on it. But the headlights, how they have it set up, when you get it, is one light is the low beam, turn your high beams on, it's the other one, and the low beam light goes out. And I preferred to have a little bit more visibility and to be able to see a little bit better. So I went online and I ordered, it's like an aftermarket wiring harness to give me dual headlights. I'll put a link to it in the description. Great, guys. The harness with shipping was just a little over 20 bucks. Got it in just a few days with excellent instructions. And I got it installed, and I am certainly not a mechanic or mechanical by any stretch of the imagination, and I had it done in about 10-15 minutes. Let's start it up and we'll see if we can see those headlights now with the dual lights. But you should. Yeah, it looks like you can see them a little bit, the dual lights. You can kick the high beams up on. There we go, you can see them a little bit better with the duals. Lets other vehicles see you a little bit better, and plus it gives you a lot better visibility if you're riding at night, which is nice. Great storage. You have to pardon me, this is really my first video of this type, and I'm winging it. But got great storage. I just use a half helmet with a visor, but you could fit a full face helmet in there. Just got my paperwork in there and stuff, but so you got good under seat storage. You also have this little hook here. And I've actually had some people get upset with me because of this, what I'm about to say, but I think it's true, and it illustrates the difference between women and men. I think a woman had to be involved with the design team on this. And the reason why I say it, you got this little hook here. If you have a bag or whatever, that little thing opens up. You just put your bag in. It's secured. It's not going anywhere. And the reason I say a woman had to be involved in the design of that is it's too practical for a man to have thought of. Only a woman would think of something that practical. And I thank her for it. Got the little cup holder here. I just got a little soda in there, but it'll hold large coffee from Dunkin' Donuts without spilling it, even on rough roads. A couple little features. I don't know if, I guess you'd call them security features. The insurance company did, so they gave me discounts for them. Is this system here, you got this little plate that closes over there, and it's keyed. It's like a magnetic coated key, so only your key can open it, from what I've been told. You just put it in that little bottom slot and turn it, and it opens it back up. And another little feature, you get your key in. If you push down and turn it all the way to the left, get your steering wheel turned all the way over, and it locks the wheel to the left. So, you know, as I guess security features go, they aren't that huge, but they were enough for, like I said, the insurance company to give me a discount on my rate. Boy, I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything else to say. I know some people are going to disagree with me on this, but as soon as I can figure out a way to either get my iPod Touch or this camcorder so I can safely videotape while riding. I weigh about 240, 250 pounds, and on a flat road, I've had the speed up at about 41, 42. That's miles per hour, not kilometers per hour. And this thing is stock, like I said, except for that dual headlight wiring harness. And as soon as I figure out how to do that with the camera, I will videotape that. And I will also do one with a GPS on here so I could get a GPS speed. So if anybody has any ideas on how to safely do that with like an iPod Touch or a standard like JVC Averio video camera, if you'd let me know, I'd appreciate it. Anyway, yeah, a couple other things, you know, your high-low beam, turn signals, horn has to be on for that, your kill switch, and your start button. Of course, to start, you have to hold a brake in, push that button for those that aren't familiar with scooters. If you're thinking of getting one of these, because I know for myself, I had it narrowed down between this and the Kymco Agility 50. And honestly, my experience purchasing this was horrible with the dealership. I will never buy anything from that dealer again here in St. Johnsbury, the Yamaha dealer. It was just a horrible, horrible experience, but I didn't know how they were going in. I do now. And the Kymco dealer actually never even got bothered to get back to me. So I ended up going with this. And I'm actually glad I did. Like I said, I've just been having a blast on this thing. I've got it's a 09 Chevy HHR, that's my car. And just using the Kymco instead of the car for stuff around town, I've saved so much money on gas, it's ridiculous in just the 2 weeks I've had it. So I'm going to close this up, and if anybody does have any questions, just leave a message and I will try to answer them as best I can. Oh, one more thing. I know I said I was going to close it up, but for people that aren't familiar with it, the gas tank is down here now, which filling it's kind of a pain in the butt. It's way down low. You got to bend over to do it instead of it being up behind the seat. But it puts the fuel at a lower center of gravity, which Seems to me like it just gives the bike better balance. And anyway, that's it. 2012 Zuma 50F. If you're thinking of getting one, I say go for it. I love it. Carries me at good speeds. And I've been having a blast on it. I just can't say that enough, obviously. But anyway, let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you like the scooter or like the video.